Alright guys, what's going on? So I got the new power steering pump with no pulley. Right now I'm just going to try to take the pulley off so I can turn this old pump in so I can get my money back for the core charge. And so I might take a little bit of video clips of that and we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, so I think I got this puller figured out. So you got this part here that this little piece here screws on and up and down this shaft. And then you also have the two halves here and the holder or whatever. So you can take the pulley, and you also want to look at underneath here to see the space that's between the pulley and the pump, just so you can get the same when you put the pulley on the new pump. So make sure this is in the camera. Alright, so you're going to stick that on there like that. We'll put this little thing on the center of the shaft, and then then you're going to take the halves, and it looks like it goes this way with the smaller circle at the bottom so it can grab this lip on the pulley or on the shaft or whatever. And you may have to screw the thing in or out depending on the size of it until it grabs it. Okay, and then we get the other half over here and put that on the same way. And then you take this half and you stick it down over top of that, and that holds them together. Pretty good. It's kind of flimsy-ish, but then you just gotta hold the center part here and screw this in until you feel it kind of tightening up on it and trying to pull it. There we go. So you can see it kind of got tight. And so my tool, or the AutoZone's tool I guess, is this part up here is a 5/8, and down there I don't know what it is. I'm just going to use a crescent wrench for that. It's just to hold it, because you tighten up on this one and just hold the bottom one there. So get that on there. This down here. I get my tool work. Alright, there we go. So we got them like that, and then we're just going to tighten down on it. Alright guys, so I got the old pulley up here, and I know I didn't show it, but I was going to, and it just turned out to be really tight, so I didn't want to film the whole long battle to get it off, but I did get it off without breaking anything. And the back of the pulley looks really good, so the inside looks real clean and everything, so I don't think I had to buy a new one. So I just gotta figure out how to use the installer now, and I can look on YouTube for that probably. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do that, and maybe I can get some video of that. Maybe that won't be as hard going on as it was coming off. So that's it for now. Alright guys, so I'm going to get ready to put the old pulley back on the new pump here, and I got the installation tool here. It came in the kit that I rented, so it's basically just this long threaded shaft that goes into the adapter here, and you just screw it in, and the inside of this shaft has threads that these fit, and so you just thread it into there. So I'm just going to get this down there long enough that I can put the pulley on, and then put this through there and thread it into the shaft of the pump. And go ahead and smear a little grease on the shaft just to help it go on a little bit easier. There we go, we got that. And make sure you're putting it on the right way, which is flat side down. And you want to make sure you get it on there straight, and watch it as you're putting it on, and just tighten down on it a little bit, and then spin it and see if you got it true on there, because you don't want to put it on there crooked or else it'll mess it up. So that looks pretty straight. I'll stick that down in there. And try to tighten that up in the threads there. Okay. And then you just hold this one up here and screw that one in. Or tighten that one down, I should say. Okay, so that's 9/16 up there, and then I'm going to use press and rinse down here. I'm going to stop and just spin it and see if it looks okay, which it does. So I'm going to keep going, and this is actually a lot easier going on than it was coming off so far. Remember what I said about about keeping the distance of the pulley from the pump shaft in there the same as the way it was on the old one. Just trying to check the spacing in there. I don't know, it's hard to tell, I can't really see it in there. Yeah, that looks good to me. I think I'm going to call that quits there. So, I'm just going to take this off here. I'll hold this. Let's get the wrench on it. There we go. And take that off, and we got it perfect on there. Looks good. Nice and tight on there. Alright guys, so I'm working on putting my power steering pump on, and as you can see, I sprayed the front left caliper with some of that heat paint because I had the tire off. And if you hear wind noise, sorry, it's super windy out here right now. But I got the pump in there, and those two bolts right there for the bracket, these two guys right here, that one and that one, they were the biggest pain in the ass to get on. I don't know why. I guess this bracket here, you can see my tie wrap rig, but that bracket had just moved down. It like sprung down, I guess, because it's kind of bent. It's bent to where it hooks on. I can't really show you with the camera, but just the way it's made, it springs out a little bit and down when you take that bracket off. And man, I tell you, it was hard to get that thing back straight enough and in place to where I could start them bolts. Plus holding the pump up and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, but I finally got it on there, and I just snugged down these two bolts, and getting ready to put my new hose on and finish tightening up the nuts for the power steering pump, like where it swivels and, you know, bends and everything. So I'm gonna do that, and it's so windy I don't want to set the camera down, and I'm afraid the wind's gonna blow it off the stool, so I'll just show you when it's all done here. Okay, so I did get my installation of my power steering pump finished. You can see I got the belt on there, and I also put the one hose on that I got, and I test drove it and it's working good. And I also wanted to show you just a little thing that I did in here. Got some floor mats in there. My brother had them in his Camaro and he didn't need them, so they don't fit perfect in here, but they work alright for now. Just kind of help cover up the floorboard there. And I get paid this Friday, so with the paycheck I'll probably buy the seat belts and maybe some light stuff, and maybe, depending on how much money I have left after those, the wheel over there that I need. But the seatbelts, they're out of a 4th generation Camaro, and I read that they'll fit the Corvette's good, and I found some on eBay for a lot cheaper than replacement seatbelts for a Corvette would be, so I'm all for that. And so this thing's pretty close to being legal, and me driving it all over the place, you know. It's mostly just the seat belts and the lights, and I can probably get it legal depending on, you know, if they make me get it checked out. They'll need to see the windshield replaced probably, because it's got that crack on the other side. And I do need tires, but I can probably drive those all over the place around my neighborhood, you know, and then they'll be fine. But since I need to replace that wheel anyways over there, I'll probably just buy the back two, you know, before I get all that stuff done. So, but it's one thing at a time, like I've said before, and it's getting close. And then I can start worrying about the paint, which is going to be awesome, because I have, you know, a lot of good ideas for this paint job, and I just can't wait to get it done. You know, it's going to be awesome. But I would drive it like it is now. If I could, I just want to drive it. So I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next part.